Imagine, if you will, someone who knows fly fishing, collects articles and blog posts and other content, edits them, curates them into a nice package, and delivers them to your doorstep every month. This is a reality, and it's called a magazine. We'll be talking about a relatively new entry into the fly fishing magazine space today on Casting Across. Hi, I'm Matthew of castingacross.com, where I explore the quarry and culture of fly fishing. I started fishing in a day and age where everything that you needed was not at your fingertips. I had to either go fishing and talk to people, go to my local library, watch ESPN on Saturday mornings, or collect stuff from my mailbox. I would get ads, I would get catalogs, and I would get a nice thick stack of magazines every month. Fly Fisherman, Fly Fish America, Gray Sporting Journal, and even things like Sports Afield, Field and Stream, and of course, Trout Unlimited's Trout showed up every month or every other month, and that is where I got my information. And it was nice to sit down and not necessarily read what I would seek out, but what was presented in front of me in a static way, not something I could necessarily just kind of scroll by or click through really quickly. And I think that I became a better angler. I certainly became more aware of angling opportunities because of magazines. A relatively new magazine, 10 issues in, is Dark Skies Fly Fishing. So Dark Skies Fly Fishing is, again, issue number 10. 11's probably in the presses right now. And this magazine is actually kind of directed towards folks in the mid-Atlantic. Of course, it is applicable to folks anywhere because it's talking about fishing techniques. It's talking about fly tying patterns. It's talking about conservation issues and personalities within fly fishing. And so in that regard, anybody would be able to pick this up and enjoy it. But a lot of the content is focused in that New York to Virginia, Ohio to Delaware, and everything in between area. So let's talk a little bit about the magazine. About 100 pages in each issue. Really, really interesting content. Probably about 16 or so articles in each magazine. And again, we're talking about saltwater and warm water. We're talking about trout. We're talking about fly tying, conservation, different events that are happening in fishing, showcasing different gear, book reviews. I've thrown a few of those in there myself, and really good perspectives from a wide variety of different anglers. In fact, you can find my writing in here. So in this issue, the February-March issue, I have an article called Trout in the Hollers. It is a kind of rundown of how to fly fish in Shenandoah National Park. And there's a picture of me, courtesy of my son, shooting for some brookies there. And then in the winter issue, a very cool article. It's called The Letort Library. And so I run down about a dozen or so books that all kind of had the Letort either as their birthplace or their inspiration. And I have a cool article about small stream fly rods coming up in the next issue. Something else that's really great about Dark Skies is the quality of the paper is just top notch. I understand that for cost savings, a lot of publications have gone to more of a newsprint kind of a paper, which I think is also given under the guise of being eco-friendly, but I think that's neither here nor there. But Dark Skies is really high quality paper, which means that the pictures really shine, which is really important, I think, for a fly fishing magazine. But most folks who read Dark Skies are not doing it in this format. They are doing it online because you can get a digital subscription and you get access not only to that magazine, but back issues that you can click through on your computer or on your device, which is nice because you can take it with you wherever you go, and also hyperlinks in the magazine, whether it be to an advertiser's website or within the magazine or to a something that one of the articles wants to refer you to, you can just tap on it. It'll take you right there. So it's kind of a nice happy medium between a blog post and a magazine. You can get all that information at darkskiesflyfishing.com. There you can get samples of the current magazine issue, and you can also access back issues, and you can subscribe so you get access to all of them. But I'll put a link to where you can go to Dark Skies Fly Fishing and get all that information, but definitely check it out, and you can read a lot of good content, including a couple things that I have written. Then head over to castingacross.com for 3 posts a week on the people, places, and things that go into the pursuit of fish. Imagine squirrel, dog.